So we're back. Brandon Swafford, our guest again. Good to have you again.
Thank you for having me.
And we were going to talk Batman the Animated Series, but a fun activity we had for anyone watching on YouTube. If you're watching on, if you're listening, well, we'll just describe what's happening. But Brandon is going to do some sketches for us because he is a pretty talented artist.
Thank you.
As we're talking about Batman. So that's another reason to check out our YouTube. But...
Yes.
Yeah. So
stop listening to this and watch it instead.
Yeah. There you go.
Now we're gonna see how good Brandon's multitasking is because we're gonna also talk to him about Batman while he draws Batman.
Yeah.
Or I can just listen to you guys. I'm having a good time listening to you guys.
Oh, God. All right.
So
yeah.
Getting into it. So we've been rewatching Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it. How about you?
I've been really loving the first season. Like I remember kind of mixed things from the first season because I watched it as a kid and I have like vague memories, but it really holds up. Like I'm astounded that this was a kid show airing on like Fox Kids, and they have like storylines about like drugs and like addiction or like Joker's like probably legit murdering people. Like, how did this get past the censors?
Or child abduction.
Child abduction, yeah.
Yes.
I guess
child abduction.
that goes for the episode Be a Clown, which were the first one we rewatched.
Getting into Be a Clown, where Mayor Hill has a party for his son. Mm-hmm. The clown that comes is actually the Joker, dressed up. I loved that because it very much looked like Cesar Romero's Joker from the 1960s. The outfit that they have Mark Hamill kind of wearing. And everything like that. It looks very interesting. But yeah, I thought it was so weird, but also fascinating to see the Joker just trying to take someone under his wing and turn them crazy.
Like have his own Robin. At this point, we haven't seen Robin yet, huh?
We haven't seen him, okay. Robin doesn't really show up until the end of season 1, beginning of season 2.
Yeah, because he just kind of shows up. They're like, oh yeah, he was around, I guess.
For Robin?
Yeah, for Robin, because they mention him, right?
No. Which one? They have the whole like Zuko thing.
Yeah, but they have Robin's Reckoning, which is like a flashback. But
but it's like what was it? It's like the Flying Graysons or something like that. Like that's their episode where Zuko actually kills the Flying Graysons.
So I guess we'll get to that when we get to that episode.
We get to it,
but, like
because that's what introduces Robin.
But this episode, like I think it was pretty interesting in like it's like what children perceive Batman as in Gotham.
Right.
Because if I don't know about you, but if I was a kid and there was like a guy in a fucking bat costume, protecting the city, I would think that would be pretty cool, right?
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing.
I thought it was interesting though because this is the first time that they've done this idea. This is they did this and they also did it in Gotham's Night.
Gotham Knights. Oh yeah,
in Gotham Knights. It's also a thing where it's 4 kids telling a story about Batman.
Yeah.
It's like 4 different stories and it's their 4 different versions of what Batman is.
That's a good episode.
Yeah. And it's really interesting inside of that where they do it, but also it's really interesting to see it live of this kid kind of like really excited about Batman and not too sure about the Joker. And the Joker like trying to sell himself.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is why I'm cool.
Well, like, the kid should know if you saw it. Clowns are weird. Clowns like...
Yeah, I hate clowns.
I hate clowns too.
Never liked them. Never thought they were funny.
I mean, it's only good when they're getting hit by a bull, but but it's really interesting to kind of have this thing and to kind of have this like interesting dynamic between Joker and Batman. You're going in and Joker, and you can see that Joker just enjoys doing stuff to piss Batman off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I why did you do this? Because I knew it'd make you upset. Like I knew you'd come to like save this child.
I know you're just trying to annoy me. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Like I know you're insane, but why are we doing this?
Right.
And everything else. What do you think about? What do you think?
Yeah.
About that?
What do you think of that?
I loved it. I haven't watched the show in years.
In years, right? Okay.
Yeah, and like in college, without giving the person's name, there was one person who was obsessed with the show, and it ruined it for me. He would just not stop talking about all of his drawings were Bruce Timm-like, and I'm tired of it now. I hate it. I hate Batman.
Was it like was it Bruce Timm like the early style, like the night when before the relaunch because there's a new Batman Animated Adventures, or which style?
Like it was just the basically the show.
Oh,
like,
okay.
everything about it was Bruce Timm style.
Yeah, I like his style a lot.
I like his style. It's just, it ruined it for me because that's all he drew and that's all he would talk about. I was like, stop, enough. Sorry if you're watching this, man, but, you know. Because I'm not being real.
I'm not going to lie, when he got into the new Batman, the new adventures of Batman and
he
Robin,
changes his style.
He changes his style a lot, and I didn't like it. I don't like
the Joker's redesigns, but I like the redesigns of like Bane, his
Scarecrow.
Batgirl.
Yeah.
Scarecrow is like
sick.
the
There's
news.
a couple designs I don't like. I don't like how Bruce Wayne looks fat. And
he looks bulky, right?
No, when he wears a suit, he looks fat. He looks like Kevin James.
Oh,
like
okay.
his thighs are huge, his pants are big.
You know what? I think that would be hilarious if Bruce Timm even said like, oh, the way I drew him is I patted Bruce Wayne's like pants. So that way he looks fatter than he is.
Maybe it's a good design so that no one expects him to dress up as a bat.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this guy can't be Batman. He can't even get off the couch.
Okay. I stand corrected. And that kid in the episode, he looked like just a short man.
Yeah.
Right,
I was gonna say it's interesting the early seasons, like their art designs, the art or the character design, because like the Penguin, they just kind of copied the Danny DeVito Penguin.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's really interesting, and it's really cool to get your perspective, Brandon, as like an animator and someone that draws. So,
but no, it's an awesome show, and that scene at the end of the amusement park, that's an awesome action scene. That's as good as any movie.
They have some great sequences of like action or just like dynamics between the characters, like Batman and Joker's. This episode really illustrates it because he's just he's just so tired of the Joker shit.
Yeah, wouldn't you be?
Yeah,
honestly, yeah. I mean, it's
the Mark Hamill Joker. Yeah,
I'd be tired of
I would get tired of him quick. But also, I really thought it was interesting too because it did kind of give me a milder tone of the Killing Joke.
Yeah,
it's like a milder Killing Joke where
like
it's
a G-rated one,
kind of like a Killing Joke that
without the balcony scene or
without the balcony scene,
scene.
without Joker, maybe doing foul things to Barbara Gordon, and everything like that, and it's just a kid was kidnapped. That's not great,
right?
But at least like he didn't like tie the kid up naked and like put him through like a roller coaster.
There's some stuff from Killing Joke that hasn't aged too well, and like I like certain scenes and like the Joker and the Batman, but like all the stuff with Batgirl I found like kind of distasteful now.
A little bit, yeah, because I mean the implication is that she was sexually assaulted.
Yeah, no, that is. Yeah.
That's the implication is that the Joker basically the Joker.
Yeah, I mean it's just it's just because Alan Moore wrote that. I don't think he really put him as much thought, and I think he regrets kind of writing that. So
because I think it's interesting because when you take that into like accountability, and then you watch stuff like the Red Hood, or anything like that, then you see Jason Todd like going like, how have you not murdered this guy?
Yeah, great.
Like, it's a really hard to not agree with Jason Todd.
Great animated movie, by the way.
It's a great animated movie.
Under the Red Hood.
Yeah, Under the Red Hood. But it's so interesting when like you're hearing what Joker has done to people. People.
Like, why have you not killed this guy?
Like you killing this guy is a mercy on the world and everything else. But it's also a nice little like kind of thing of like, oh yeah, but Batman doesn't kill. This is my code.
Batman's like James Comey, and Joker's like Donald Trump. Joker's like Donald Trump. You should get rid of this guy. Like, yeah, but that'd be against my mortality. Sure.
James Comey, I don't know about some of his policies, but yeah, I love this episode. I'm not really too much more I could say about it because I wanted to go to Appointment in Crime Alley, which Appointment in Crime Alley I felt was like the better of the two.
Right.
I agree.
First appearance of Leslie Tompkins in the animated show. Roland Daggett has appeared in previous episodes. Just refreshing my memory.
Daggett is Bruce. He is Bruce Wayne's foil.
Yeah, he's like the main antagonist of at least season 1, I believe.
Of Bruce Wayne. Like every single time Daggett seems to show up and kind of just like put a monkey wrench in Bruce Wayne's plans.
The fact that he's trying to like destroy Crime Alley, like that's such a capitalist like like villain. He's trying to like just like genderfy like the
It was
neighborhood.
also super big in the early 2000s, late 90s of just a real estate scheme.
Yeah, exactly. Like land was it like Lex Luthor and all that?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I got a real estate scheme.
Yeah, I had a question for Brandon because I think you were a big Roger Rabbit fan, right?
I am.
If you notice one of the voices in this episode, so the one of the bombers, right?
Uh-huh.
He's the voice of one of the weasels in Roger Rabbit.
Really?
Yeah, it's the
Oh!
guy who played Squiggy in Laverne and Shorty.
Oh.
So that bomber dude with the little glasses and he talks like that. He's the head
Wow.
weasel in Roger Rabbit.
That's awesome.
Because I'm like, I know that voice, and then I looked it up.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's pretty interesting.
That's pretty awesome.
yeah. Because you liked Roger Rabbit, right?
I love Roger
That's a
Rabbit.
great movie.
I don't
Yeah.
know who doesn't like Roger
No,
Rabbit.
and there's a little bit of Judge Doom in there where he's trying to get rid of.
Yeah, kind
Toontown,
of. Yeah, I could, maybe that's why they got that
Maybe
actor.
like we
Yeah.
gotta make this connect.
So I just thought that was like a fun fact to pull up. But why do you guys think Batman reveres Crime Alley so much? Because if I was Batman, I'd be like, well, fuck that place.
I think what it is it's kind of like Darth Vader making his home Mustafar. Like this thing of it solidifies my pain. It reminds me of why I do this.
Yeah, he's afraid of bats, but he dresses up as one.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But it's also one of those things of every single time I go, I can when I go, I feel like my parents are still here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
this is the last place that I saw them alive.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like if that was their like the cemetery for them almost, or like their tombstones.
yeah,
to visit,
It's
yeah.
kind- yeah,
Because like in like Arkham City, like he visits the graves, and like a bunch like Mask of Phantasm, he visit. No, I don't know. Well, in Batman
v
Beyond,
Superman. He visits
yeah, he visits Crime Alley a lot to leave like roses and stuff. So I think it's almost like in his head this like
because I think there's an episode of Batman Beyond where Terry follows.
yeah, and that's where he finds Ace is in Crime Alley, his dog in Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think it's just like his own personal mythology. Him like leaving this place. It's like a sacred sort of like pilgrimage, I guess.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
first time I got in a car accident, I visit that place all the time. And
Yeah.
drop roses right there.
Because like I guess like talking about it, Batman's mental health. Like I think it's better than people make it out. Like he's not crazy, but it's also not that great. Like he manages, but like the fact that like he goes back to this place where it's like he had all this trauma is like that's kind of concerning, right?
Not necessarily because I mean even if you
Okay.
go in, not it like because it's not like he's avoiding it. If you're avoiding it, I feel like that's far worse, and stuff like that. Like the fact that he's accepting like this is where pain happened, and I can come here without like totally breaking down, and stuff like that. And I'm just coming to memorialize my parents. I feel like that's a better, that's healthier than avoiding the place altogether.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
Everything else, but-
I'll concede to that point.
Yeah, and then but the whole the idea that Daggett's trying to destroy it and everything like that. It's interesting because it's Crime Alley. There's a reason why it's called Crime Alley.
Right? Yeah.
There's a reation why people.
Does
don't go
it
down
have
that
like an actual like name? Like it's like it's like off of was it like like Schuster Way or something, like it's an actual like street.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because I know that in Brave and the Bold, they showed Crime Alley.
Is that where it has the specter?
No, in Brave
Oh.
and the Bold, that's the episode where he actually confronts.
Joe Chill. Oh, that has
Joe
Found
Chill.
Stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good episode.
It's
That's
a really great episode.
whenever people like, because I love Batman Brave and the Bold. When they try to dunk on it, it's just for kids. Like I just showed them that episode because that's such a. You've seen that one.
Yeah.
And it has like Mark Hamill as like one of the characters. It has Kevin Conroy as Thomas Wayne. Mm-hmm. Goes
That's
back.
dope.
Yeah, I love when they do little stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I love that. I love whenever they put what was it, the Grey Ghost?
Grey Ghost, yeah.
And it's what was it? And it's Adam West.
Yeah, those
stuff
little
like that.
nods,
Yeah,
especially
those
in
little tiny nods.
going back to Batman the Animated Series, whenever they like have like Adam West, or they've had like one or two other sort of nods and tip the hats to other iterations of Batman, I believe. Yeah, I just really enjoy it. So yeah, it's good on them. Huh? And when they have the Weasel from Roger Rabbit, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
More.
But
yeah.
but you can actually see like a huge contrast between the two. Like the fact that whenever you have a Joker episode, it feels like they always feel like it has to go over the top
Yeah.
and everything like that. Whereas when you have like a villain like Daggett, it's like, okay, we can be a little more grounded.
Yeah.
We can be, it's a lot more like
Yeah.
it's a lot more detective-y. It's a lot more like I'm trying to find dirt on Daggett.
Right. It's more noir.
Yeah, it turns
Yeah.
more into a noir than anything else. Whereas like when the Joker's involved, you're just kind of like, well, welcome to the funhouse.
Yeah. Welcome to the carnival.
Yeah, I guess these 2 episodes really contrast like the nature of the show for sure. Brandon, did you have any thoughts, any less?
No, I really probably enjoyed this episode more. I actually watched it twice.
Oh, okay.
Did you really?
I did, yeah, because I was watching it on Friday night, I think, and I was falling asleep a little bit, but I was like, I gotta watch it again, and
Right.
yeah, I liked it even more. Does that old woman at the end when he puts the roses down? Does she know he's Bruce Wayne?
She does, yeah.
Okay.
Leslie Tompkins, along with Commissioner Gordon, she's like one of the first people to like comfort Batman or Bruce after his parents died.
Okay.
So that I think like she's probably kept in contact with him, and she's like Alfred.
She's always been like his medic.
Yeah, it's a medic.
Like
so
she like whenever whenever it's something so bad that Alfred can't fix.
Gotcha.
I can't simply bandage because I don't know if inside of Batman the Animated Series is he a military medic? I don't remember.
I can't recall, so I would say he's probably not.
He's just a butler, right?
He's just a butler, and he probably has like acting experience.
Yeah, because I know that in modern Batman, they just say, oh yeah, like he was an army medic, in the war.
Yeah.
They never say which war. They just say he was an army medic in the war.
Yeah, that's kind of, and that helps him help Batman out in the field.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well,
Leslie also
like
patches him up, so they kind of refer to her. So that's kind of the mythology of that character.
Like if he gets stabbed, and
she's
bleeding
really
internally or stuff like that.
Yeah,
like she's done multiple like surgeries on him.
Yeah,
stuff like
she's
that.
a great character. I like that.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's why it was always really weird when she showed up inside of Gotham, and she was like dating Commissioner Gordon, and you were just like, this is weird.
In the comics, she dates Alfred, so I think that's better, right?
I feel like it's a little because that makes sense. I feel like
Commissioner Gordon.
You're always
Gotham was a weird fucking show, man.
Yeah,
but maybe we'll do a rewatch.
I've only
of that.
seen the first episode. I can't. I will not be on that episode.
Maybe we'll talk about that.
Enough for me, dog.
For everything else, I mean, Gotham is terrible. Yes,
terrible. But Batman the Animated Series is great.
Yeah, Batman the Animated Series is solid. Honestly, I totally I agree with you earlier when we were talking about it. I can't believe this show was for kids and it lasted as long as it did.
Yeah, definitely. I think that really sums it up though, because
I'm excited to binge it all the way through now. So thank you guys.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Honestly, Batman the Animated Series is one of those is a series where like you put it on and the episodes are so short that you can kind of burn through like 5 or 6 episodes without even realizing it.
Yeah.
And like they're like nice little what was it like? So they're short, isolated stories for the most part.
Yeah, for sure.
And then like once you kind of like watch it, you're like, oh, that's kind of interesting. What's gonna happen in the next episode? And
they have good cliffhangers. So I guess that kind of wraps up that.